David, with the wholesaling partners. And as you know, I'm building this community so we can all team up together. So you can find the perfect wholesaling partner to either help you get going in the business or to grow your business. Okay. And in addition to having good wholesaling partners, we also need good wholesaler friendly businesses that we can partner with, people that make it easier for us to focus on just what's important, which is finding more deals. So today I want to bring in David Olds with ezREI Closing. David has what are you, David? You're a transactional.
Yeah, we're a transaction coordination company.
Right? And I wanted Dave to tell you a little bit about their business and what they can do for you and how they help wholesalers all over the country. So Tell us about it, David.
Cool. Well, David, thank you so much for taking a couple minutes for me. Yeah, so I own and run ezREI Closings. And what we do is we're the largest virtual transaction coordination company, I guess, in the country. And we're sort of that conduit between the investor and the title company, right? So we take over for investors at the moment you get your contract, and then we will take it from there all the way to closing. So what are the types of things that we do? Like, why is that important? But doesn't the title company do that? And the reality is, no, the title company doesn't do that. The title company will tell you what your problems are, and then it's still your problem to go fix it. A transaction coordinator is that person in between that does all of that buffer stuff that happens between the investor and the title company. So things like gathering up death certificates, seller docs, authorizations to release information. If there are affidavits that need to be prepared and get signed, and all of that coordination, just the thousands of things that pop up on all of these deals. Because one thing about investors that we love to do is go out and find, scary, hairy deals, right? Where there's a lot of problems, because that's where we get paid, right? The more value that we can bring to a transaction, or to the seller, the more that we can potentially make, right? The more problems they have, we can get that price a little bit lower, and then that increases our assignment fee. So I love what you're doing, David. I think it's very important. I remember when I started this back in 2002, there were no services, there was no YouTube, there was none of this stuff. And we were just sort of out flying blind. Maybe there would be a webinar once a week that you could jump into, but you had to, go join EZREIA and start going to, as many meetings as you possibly could, which is always good. But the instruction level at that point when we started was super low. Like, hey, just go find someone to help you do your direct mail. Go find a title company. Best of luck to you.
Just dive in, right? Just dive in and do it, right?
Yeah, and
that's been a big problem. I've been doing this for 10 years with Wholesalers Toolbox and talking to wholesalers. And that's the big problem is they, they're buying courses and they're learning, but then they can't take the next step, right? There's nobody taking them out and showing them how to do it or teaming up with them, even if it's another new person, right? And so they can go out and there's, it's like there's safety in numbers, right? Come with me. Let's go driving for dollars together. Let's call, cash buyers together or whatever. Yeah. So, but I think it's important to have guys like you that can help them with that stuff, because if you're cold coming into real estate and people say just get a good title company, but a lot of title agents aren't going to do all that stuff for you, right? And like you said, these deals can be hairy, right? It could be an inherited property, and there might be 2 or 3 kids that inherited it, and you got to get somebody to sign off on something, and you've got to get copies of everybody's driver's license and this and that, and for a new person coming into the real estate business, you're like, I don't even know how to start to get this stuff, right? Yeah. So that's why guys like you are important to help them.
Yeah. There's so many scary parts of real estate, especially when you're doing it your first time. Because I remember literally doing my first deal, and some parts you can kind of wing. You can sort of do the fake it till you make it, like jumping on a cold call and doing that. But, the title work and the transaction coordination, that's the back third of your whole business. And you can't wing, the legal stuff in different states, right? So that's one of the reasons that we started this company, was to go out there and be a service to investors and really help them spin the wheel of their business faster and faster. And, for established guys, we definitely specialize in helping them grow. For newer investors, we're that resource that understands the law in all 50 states. And not only, all 50 states, because some are title states, some are abstract states, some are attorney states, like they're all a little bit different. But even beyond that, there's 3,500 counties, and they all seem to like to do it just a little bit different and have their own different spin on things.
So let's talk about that for a minute. So you have, you have some states now that are passing legislation where you have to be a realtor to to close a deal or whatever. It's wholesaling isn't illegal anywhere, and that's you see that a lot. But they are passing laws that say, hey, you need to be a licensed realtor to do wholesale deals. So, and there's ways around that. You can use transactional funding. You can do, some people buy a property in the name of an LLC and then sell the LLC and all that stuff. So can you help people in those states? Can you help people with all those strategies?
Yeah, we actively close deals in all 50 states. Now, some states are enormous, like Texas, Florida, probably some of our biggest states.
Right.
North Dakota, Utah, not a lot of activity going on up there, but we do close deals and have clients in those areas. So we 100% will close deals in all 50 states. And I love that you brought that up. I think that there is, wholesaling is not illegal, right? I don't think they'll ever do away with the concept of assignment of closing or assignments of contract. That goes back to common law and,
exactly.
Arthur, right? It's been around forever, but states are definitely trying to eliminate the bad actors in our business. So they're sort of chopping away at the outsides of wholesaling with marketing and things like that. But if you follow the rules and make sure that you're marketing your contract for sale, you're never selling a property. Like when I wholesale, I always say we're selling a deal, right? We're never selling a property. So words are very important. I know that's a lot of the education that you guys work on. I think wholesaling is an amazing way to make a lot of money. It's a great gateway into real estate, into rehabs and rentals and larger projects like storage and apartment units. So I do always encourage people to get in, but make sure that you get at least a little education, and because we want to keep you out of trouble. Unfortunately, there are people out there who just, anybody can get on YouTube and create a video, unfortunately, and say a bunch of crazy stuff. And just take it from people that have done 2,000, 3,000 deals, and like listen to the people that are actively doing business. Because for us, we are not going to risk our license to do something illegal for anybody. So we're going to tell you, hey, here's the right way to get this done. Right? Let us look at your contract. We do over 2,500 deals a year. We've closed $165 million worth of transactions and generated over $30 million worth of assignment fees for our clients. So we are very familiar with the title business. There's no issue that's going to come up for you that we haven't seen. And if it is, it's a big deal here because people get very excited. Something new has happened, right?
Something new we can figure out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to imagine we have 16 coordinators here. Everybody's located in the office. We don't use any virtual assistants or anything like that. So they're always fascinated when they get a new problem, because here's what I tell people: close your eyes and think of the worst deal that you've ever had, or close your eyes and think of the thing you're most scared of. That's a Tuesday for us. It's just the thing that we do every day. So so no, that's a great question, and would love to help you guys grow your business.
So to recap, any state and any kind of wholesale transaction.
Any type of transaction. Yeah. Because I'm like a real investor and, not some part-time realtor or anything like that. We didn't just decide to start this company on a whim. We realized there was a gap in the marketplace of anybody helping investors get their deals closed, because it's a reality. It takes 25 or 30% of your time to close these deals, right? It's very time consuming. It may be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here, but it does definitely consume a bunch of time. And we want to take all of that off your plate so that you can focus on the revenue generating activities, which is talking to sellers and talking to buyers and literally cashing checks. Let us do all the back end paperwork. But we realized that there was a need for that. And we've luckily been able to fill that for hundreds of investors the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know you guys have been crushing it. I watch you guys and I see how much you're doing and how many people are using you and all that stuff. Yeah. And again, back to the main driving, mission of Wholesaling Partners is, if you're new, if you're in this business or you're trying to grow and you're struggling on your own,
Yeah.
You need somebody like David to help you on the closing side of things. We were talking before we hopped on camera here about the entrepreneur mindset, right? And everybody's like, I'll just do it myself. I can do it better myself.
Sure.
In this case, right, you can't do it better yourself. It's better to talk to somebody that's doing, that, like David says, done thousands of these, and let them take over that for you. And you go on, while they're closing, get your deals ready to close, you go find 5 more or 10 more or whatever.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we close, we facilitate more deals than the largest title company in the country. So like we do a lot. And because of that, we get a lot of preferential treatment from First American and Old Republic and, Fidelity National, that type of stuff. But so any state, any deal type, again, because I'm a real investor, I realize that not every deal is going to be wholesale, right? Sometimes I may need to do a novation. Sometimes the situation may call for sub 2. Sometimes it may be a creative deal. Sometimes it could be a wrap. It could be any of those situations. So we want to make sure that we're there to, to help our clients do all of those things.
That's awesome. Hey, David, one, I appreciate you, you doing this with me today. 2, I'd love to have you on the platform sometime, and we could maybe do a webinar and go more in depth into title and closing.
I have lots of stories. Lots of stories from being an investor for 20 years and handling millions of dollars in transactions.
Awesome. So you guys, if you're, you need somebody to handle your closings, you want to grow, you want to get, you build your business and make it better, I would suggest there's going to be a button under this video. I'd suggest clicking it and booking a call with David and his team and talk about how they can help you.
Yeah, 100%. David, thank you so much.
Thank you, David. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.